Or this time at the Quick Speed Shop, I got the Model A hot rod shop truck out of storage. That's right, we're gonna get it going. I gotta get it ready to go to Cleveland to the Piston Power Show next weekend, which is probably right now for you guys, but we're gonna get it out and take it for a rip and have some fun. It's 75 degrees today at the end of March, it's awesome. So let's fire up this old hot rod and take her for a spin. What is this? A $5 scratcher? Where did this come from? Is it a winner? Why was this just laying in the backyard? And when's it from? What is this? Let's see. Win a Bronco. Match your numbers. How does this work? Real cash. Well, I'll have to investigate that later. Why is there a lottery ticket on the ground? Is it magic? Maybe it's $1 million. We can finally my luck has changed. One thing I want to do is we're going to open up the pole barn and let that air out, and I've got to get my Model A hot rod shop truck. I think we're going to fire that up after winter hibernation because it's like 75 degrees out and it's gorgeous. Before the sun goes down, we're going to do that. But I see grass is starting to turn green a little bit, and the field out there is turning green. All the flies have come from manure spreading, so that's great. Here we are. Speaking of flies, look at them all. Oh my God, get out of here. They spread the manure on the fields the other day and the flies have hatched. Got some van wheels here. Let's get these out of the way. Here's the Model A hot rod shop truck. It's been derelict in here all winter. I got to get it out and get it cleaned up. It's leaking fluids a little bit. I want to wash the wheels, clean it up, clean the whole thing up. It's going to ride on the open deck trailer all the way out to Cleveland. So it'll probably get trashed on the way if the weather's bad, but we can fire it up. It's become a catch-all of junk. I got miscellaneous old pie crust slicks in here. And I've got the glass for my C10 truck, the rear window. Gonna set that aside, but let's fire this guy up here. Take this rear window and set it somewhere where it won't get broken, probably on the roof of another car. Is that a good place for it, on the roof? Set it on the roof of the 40 Mercury. There we go. Random cardboard, where did this come from? Ah, there's bird crap all over the roof. Great, apparently I didn't clean the truck up when I put it away. Wonderful. Don't know what I'm going to do with these slicks. One's a Max Track, and the other one is a Mickey Thompson Super Stock Dragster. Check these things out. Whoa, holy crap. Check them out. Pie crust slicks. This one's got some overspray on it, but that one's a 760-15. I think I bought these at swap meet like super cheap, like 20 bucks a piece. This one doesn't match. It's a 670-15, and this is like a cheater slick. See the tread there? It's like a cheater. This one's the Max Track for maximum traction. All right, so should I check anything? Let's maybe look under the hood right quick. See if we got any fluids leaking. I got some Zeus screws to hold it down. Yeah, oh yeah, there's the bolts on the intake leak a little bit. There's some coolant on the intake, a little bit of oil on the intake, but it should fire up. I gotta tighten up the alternator belt. That's probably gonna squeal. Is there oil in it? Oh heck yeah, bro. It is-ish. It says full. I probably changed the oil not too long ago. So that's good. I don't see why we can't fire this up. Let's do it. Will it start? Oh my God. Every year it gets harder and harder to get in this thing. Why'd I have to build such a little, that's it. Let's turn the battery on. How's the clutch feel? Uh-oh. I guess it's all right. As Derek would say, it's got a gallop. Well, I don't believe it. It fired right up. Oh, I don't believe it. That was real-time action right there. Fired right up. Oh, here's my my awesome siphon. We're gonna have to go ahead and pull this guy right out of here. I think that's what we should do. It's kind of idling. It's idling a little low. This carburetor needs, I think it's a little dirty. Oh, what the heck is that? Nasty, a fly. This thing's filthy. The wheels are filthy. It's got an exhaust header leak on the passenger side. Other than that, it's all right. Looks like it's all right. Idling a little low. Yeah, we got an exhaust leak somewhere. Tiny one, but this is awesome. Gotta tighten up the belt. We're all hoarded out in here trying to maneuver. Can't see nothing. Here we go. Fender's gonna rub. Yeah. Ah. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Got too many trucks in the driveway. One thing I do need to do is I want to change the speedometer cable. Is broke, and I have another one, so I might do that right now. It kind of like fishes up and around, but we got oil pressure. We got 50 pounds, and it goes up to 60 when we rev her up. She's coming up to temperature very slowly. I'm almost out of gas, so that's good. We go to the Cleveland show. They don't want to have any gas, and the idle is a little slow. It's waking up from a slumber. Oh, the registration's due this year. Great. All right, I'm gonna charge the camera a little bit, and I'm gonna go get the speedometer cable in the meantime, and I'll see if we can train. You know what? Be easier to change the speedometer cable up on the ramps, but can I get to the ramps without moving 6 other trucks out of the way? I don't think so. Maybe we won't fix the speedometer cable today. I guess we'll wait on that. All right, I put some air in the tires. I think we got to take this thing for a ride. What do you think? But first, let's look at the engine. We got a 283, 66 to 68 283 here with an Edelbrock CB3 intake. That's old school. Cal custom valve covers, some cheap eBay stainless steel lime fire style headers, and it's got a 4-speed. And this truck is custom built. I built this. If you haven't seen the story, go back and watch the videos when I resurrected it to this iteration. But originally I built this truck as a roadster pickup, It used to end right here, and this was like a lift-off top I made for it. But I built this entire cab from pretty much scratch in my old house that I rented in the kitchen. I built it piece by piece. You can watch the video on that. Maybe I can link it down there if I can find it on my channel. But basically I started with a cowl and reproduction door skins. I built the doors. This is all just flat stock and angle iron and tubing all welded together. Some old 60s door panels out of my dad's Model A truck. 57 Chevy hood. Turned around backwards for the roof, like my dad had this idea on his truck and did it, and I copied it when I redid this. But it's channeled 4 inches, it's chopped 6 inches, and it's sectioned 3 inches in the doors. So this thing is 11 inches shorter than a stock Model A truck. And the front end has been lengthened a little bit to fit the engine. In here you can see where I lengthened the hood that far. I got a 34 Ford pickup truck grill, which I chopped about 2 inches off the bottom. 29 fenders, and original 29 box off of my dad's truck, which has had the bottom, I don't know, 1.5 inches sectioned off it where it usually rolls under. It was rusty anyway, so I sectioned it, raised the rear fenders to deal with this with the channel. So the rear fenders are raised up on custom little pieces I made in here, about 2 inches. Yeah, so custom rear window made out of a Chevy van rear door that I cut down and made into a rear window surround. Some louvers my dad and I punched. But pretty much custom hand fabricated. Originally it was a rat rod, suicide front end, no fenders and rat roddy parts. And I got tired of the rat rod thing, so I made it more old school. And I really like it. Dropped early Ford front axle, 33 to 36 front axle, dropped. I bought a swap meet, split wishbones, early Ford wishbones, like 35, 36 Ford wishbones, 8-inch Ford rear end with 355 gears, Ford Pinto springs on parallel leafs. I got mounted on parallel leafs. They fit pretty good to the frame. The frame is stock Model A 1.5 ton truck, which I sectioned down to 4 inches. Originally the rails were about 6. I sectioned the bottom of them, and I tied them into 2x4 rectangular steel tubing in the cowl, and it's all custom 2x4 tubing out the back. But like I said, I got a whole build series on this truck. If you want to see me redo it, about 5 years ago, I put it back together. This is the 3rd iteration. Originally it was a rat rod, and then it was green rat rod. Then it got taken apart for about 6-7 years, and then it became flat black again. And became what you see here, and it's got a raked windshield. But yeah, let's take the sucker for a spin. I built this truck in 2005, 2006, 2007 was on the road. So what's that? Oh, almost 20 years ago. And I was in my mid-20s now. Now I'm 47. And it's a little harder to get into than it was when I was 20, 25 or 6. It's a little harder to get into, but it is what it is. It's still awesome. Here we go. Filled the clutch up with fluid. It was a little low. I put 30 pounds of air in all the tires. We got a little bit before the sun goes down, so let's take a little spin. The brakes. So the brakes aren't the best. I screwed up the pedal geometry when I put the brakes together. So it takes a lot of foot to put the brakes down. into the sun, can't see nothing. Especially when I run 90 on ethanol, it costs me $4 a gallon. Up to about 65, not too bad. It's not real fast. It's kind of heavy, and drives on the road pretty straight for being old technology. I mean, the road's got a crown to it, and wants to follow the crown of the road. But if a road's not crowned like this, you can let go of the wheel, and it goes. This thing drives pretty good. It handles good. The transverse drops, transverse spring with a drop axle combined with the parallel lease on the back. It actually handles really good. You can go into corners pretty good with it. And it's so low, it sticks to the ground like glue. No sway bars or nothing. Just the transverse spring acts as a sway bar in the front, and the back is pretty stiff. I think I added one more leaf to the back, and the thing sticks like glue to the road. We're doing about 55 right now, and it's friggin' awesome. You know, let go of the wheel. Letting go of the wheel. This is 55 miles an hour right now. Drives pretty good for old junk thrown together. Well, this thing's pretty fun. It's a ripper. Like I said, it handles good with this, even though these tiny little tires. You got that transverse spring in the front there, and it handles the road. I mean, this thing is low to the ground. And with the parallel lease, it handles good. So that's the old Model A Hot Rod shop truck. You'll see it. Next week, it's going to Cleveland at the Expo Center for the Hot Rod Asylum in the Piston Power Show. So if you're out there, and this video is probably not going to come out till we're already out there, but you'll see it. Actually, I think I'll be out there when this comes out. Anyways, it's going there in the Hot Rod Asylum. So you'll see us in the ballroom. Old Ted and I will be there. And I'm going to get home before the sun goes down because it's getting close to the hill. But we got this guy out. I'm going to clean it up and get it ready for travel next week to old Cleveland for the Piston Power Show. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Out beating around in old back roads with cool hot rods at the Quick Speed Shop.